From time to time, you'll want to disable or replace existing functions altogether. This can be because you want to remove the function or because you want to replace it with something completely different. To get a clear picture of when this would happen, it's important to understand what types of functions you are likely to find in the functions.php file. In addition to the typical WordPress functions like the ones you've seen, menus, sidebars, navigation, and so on, the functions.php file also often carries with it calls to style sheets and JavaScript through what's known as onQueuing. If you want to disable these, you need to dequeue them. If you look at the functions.php file from the parent theme, you'll see here on line 90, you have this function called 2012 scripts styles. Inside this function, you have several scripts that are onqueued so that WordPress can use them. You see one here, wp onqueue script comment reply. Directly below it, wp onqueue script 2012 navigation. And this last one is the one that calls in the custom Open Sans font from Google Fonts. That was the default in the theme before we changed it. So what does it mean when it says that a script or a style is onqueued? Well, it means that WordPress is calling it into the theme without specifying it in the header.php file or the footer.php file or anywhere else. For example, we can see here that the style for this Open Sans font is being onqueued. But if you go into the header.php file, you won't find any reference to the style sheet for this Google font. However, when you load the page and then go look at the code behind the scenes, you'll see that here on line 20, you have the style sheet directly from fonts.googleapis.com, which means the font is being called in, but it's being called in through the onQueue function. That means this style and the other styles and the other JavaScript functions are being added through the functions.php file instead. And because they are added in through an onQueue function, we need to use the dequeue function to take them out so that we can replace them. By dequeuing functions in your child theme, you're actively telling WordPress to ignore those functions after they've been called in the parent theme. It seems a bit convoluted, and to be quite frank, it is quite convoluted, but it allows you to control functions without actually removing them from the parent theme altogether.